Hey YouTube, this is KingCobraJFS with a video. So I've been having trouble with the internet lately, but I called Optimum and got the situation resolved, so internet's back on. You know, a couple of days off from not making videos. It's quite alright. Anyway, I picked up some 2 3/4 small game shells for my shotgun, and your basic target loads. Nothing too fancy. I think it'll get the job done quite nicely. Break it open here and show you what they look like. This is what they look like. They're that's one. Here's the other one. Your basic Winchester high brass. So, yep. And again, it's not, you know, the fanciest of shells, but it'll get the job done. I'm actually going out plinking Saturday, so it'll give me a chance to break in the break action, so to speak. Now, you've heard me go off on my spiel about gun control now. I think both sides are right, but... So I made a comment in one of my last videos saying that, you know, knives are used as tools, not just for killing, and the guns are used for killing. And I disagree with that. Guns can also be used to tree trim, you know, as well as, you know, blowing up a watermelon in your backyard for the hell of it, because you can, you know, stupid, simple shit like that. I'm not going to get into that argument because I feel like I've exhausted myself on that too many times, but you get someone who likes to shoot shotguns for fun versus somebody who's lost a victim to a victim to a shooting of some sort. You know what I'm saying? Their view on guns versus that guy's view on guns are going to be completely different, and for obvious reasons. You know, one side's not using it to kill; he's just using it to have fun with. You know. But then in the mix between the two, you get the idiots who go, hey, your shotgun's loaded, bigger idiot going, no, it's not, watch, click, and kill himself because of it, making gun owners and guns look bad once again. And then you get the idiots who are these trained professionals in how to handle firearms, and they forget the number one most important rule when it comes to cleaning your gun, and that's taking the fucking ammunition out. Exactly. And even with a shotgun, after you've closed it, the safety is still on, yes, because I know my gun like the back of my hand. That's important for owning a firearm, yes. With great power comes great responsibility. That is a quote from Spider-Man, but it is a true quote nonetheless. Because a 12 gauge, you know, it's not something to laugh at. And it's got enough spread on that if an intruder tries to break in, they'll get the point across, you know. But I don't think it's going to be a problem because, you know, that famous bumper sticker, "Welcome to Wyoming," considered everybody armed and dangerous. So, yeah. Wait. Weather's been saying thunderstorms, but I haven't seen any yet. But the clouds sure have been teasing. Yes, they have. Oh, yes, they have. Clouds aren't the only things good at teasing either, I tell you what. Oh, did I say that out loud? Oh, do tell, do tell. Do tell about what you ask. None of your business, YouTube. Full throttle. Yummy. I think this is my fourth one. Holy crap. A little caffeine junkie, huh? Why would somebody put a bug zapper playing in the background of their music? Oh. Okay, let me just, it does sound close to a bug zapper, yes, but it's not. It's supposed to be dubstep, but I don't have a dubstep maker on GarageBand, but I make the best of it and do something just a little bit different. And laugh at the comments like that. But some people are saying it sounds good. So, again, take the comments that are negative and focus on them. I acknowledge them for what they are. Don't really care either way. But it's always nice to see the positive comments. At least shows there are people out there who do like my music. It's not a very big audience, but it's an audience that's growing, so eventually. But because of the mass shootings, because of idiots not checking their guns to make sure they're completely empty, and knowing their gun like the back of their hand, when they go to clean it, they shoot themselves, or some idiot just going, look, it just makes gun owners look bad. It makes guns look bad, and fellow Americans lose their lives, and that third one's the worst one of them all, I'll tell you what. But it is what it is. Now, as I am going target shooting with my shotgun, I figured the last time I shot a shotgun was a Sega 12-gauge pistol grip. Fun shotgun to shoot. Although my hearing 2 or 3 days later was a little bad, so I did get some earplugs, as I don't want to lose my hearing. Well, then it would be the reincarnation of Beethoven. He wouldn't know to hear his own goddamn shitty guitar playing. Ha 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 ha. I think the biggest problem for me when it comes to my guitar playing is I try to take on too many songs at once. If I could just sit there and focus on one song, focus on that song until I know it, and then well enough to just play it by heart like that, and then move on to the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. But if you try to take on more than one song and you're not that good at running a guitar to begin with. But to be fair, my guitar playing is not bad. I've had people who can play songs that I can't. It doesn't mean I hate them for it. I just think, so. And again, guitar playing shouldn't turn into a pissing match like religion. No, as a matter of fact, guitar playing should just be enjoyed. But there are times it frustrates me, as any of us who play guitar would tell you. There's times that playing is just, But about a night ago, I was playing some guitar that was definitely unique. I don't hear anything like it out there. And I would have recorded it, but my internet wasn't working. That's the funny thing about life. But it's quite alright. It's quite alright, YouTube. The scales were random as always. And I thought to myself, instead of taking other YouTubers' piano work, try creating your own, making it work for the song. And as each album gets better, you'll get better at piano and guitar as well. Okay, that works. Someone said they want 25% of my loyalty is just for mentioning my name. That's a good one. No, because I can just mention myself on my own YouTube channel and promote myself, but thanks for offering to help nonetheless. And then some people asking me to suck them off, some dude on my channel, like, I'm good on that, bro, thanks. I get guys and girls sexually fantasizing about me. I'm more flattered on, the girls are doing it, but some guy's doing it, that's his thing, I'm not going to judge him for it, but still, it's just a little weird, I'm just saying. Suck it yourself, you pervert. says this guy calling someone else a pervert. Yeah, fuck off. But it's weird, YouTube, because I'm noticed that some women are actually checking me out. And, yeah, that's a good feeling, you know. It's like, oh, hey, the opposite sex finally acknowledges my existence. Awesome, you know. You know, and then you get these idiots who, because they haven't had sex or had a girl acknowledge them, they post something stupid. You know, it shows that society puts way too much pressure on it to begin with, in the media and generalization of it. Really, it's not that big of a deal, but it does make life a little sweeter, yes. One idiot, you know, one of the recent ones, he killed 7 people just because he couldn't get pussy. Like, really? You're letting it control your life before you even had it, you know? And he's all sitting there, I'm rich, I'm good looking, why can't I get a female? Woe is me. Maybe because you post videos like that. You ever think of that? And this is what's ironic. I sympathize with him for having Asperger's, but that's as far as it goes, you know? I heard that, I was like, oh, fucking A. Because then somebody's going to go, well, this is why we shouldn't give Aspies guns, because look what happened in California. Fuck you, okay? That's just about as bad as saying people shouldn't worship Jesus because look at those Westboro Baptist Church assholes. See what I'm saying? You know, not all Christians are bad, not all gun owners are bad either, you know. But you get the ones that shove it down your throat. It's just like, okay, let me talk to you about Satan for a second. Then they go, no, I'm not here. No. It's like, well, wait a second. You are more than willing to shove it down my throat. And if I can't shove it down your throat, that makes you a hypocrite. Have a nice day. Walk away. You know. And look, if you want people to come to your church, let them come to your church. Don't, you know, some Christians like to hand out food. You know, that's an awesome thing to do. But then they do so in a way that's almost trolling. And they add a little card in their food basket of when their services are. Okay, you know what? That's the kind of thing you want to get pissed at them for doing that just because it's religious intolerance, but they're doing a good deed to cover that up. So it's like, Again, you know, you're doing a good deed, that's awesome, but the people you're handing out food to might not be interested in going to your church. I'm just saying. You know. I don't condone them for doing, or not the word condone. I don't hate them for it. I'm just saying, you know. That'd be like me going to the Christians and handing out food and then giving a pamphlet about Satan. They'd look at me and go, fuck you, I'm not taking your food, heathen. I'd be like, interesting. Speaking of religious intolerance, oh, you gotta love, you know, what was it? I can't remember the state. Oklahoma State, there we go. Oklahoma City State Capitol, okay, saying, yeah, you can, I might be wrong in the state if I am, but it's the story. Yeah, you can put a religious monument on our state grounds, but it has to be funded by your cult. Okay, so the Christians said, fuck it, 10 Commandments. No. Okay, if they want to put a monument up, as long as you're putting up Jesus. The 10 Commandments, that takes it a bit far, I'm just saying. But regardless, they got their way. The Satanists put up a statue of Satan. No, everyone's having a huge bitch fit. Fox News going off saying, who the fuck do they think they are? Oh, you know. And to this day, it still gets the oh my god, the idiocracy behind it. It's quite amusing. You know, some people were saying that they're going to do a satanic religious rite in there, you know, in that city and what have you. And all the people were freaking out about it, like, oh no, they're calling down the dark powers. Like, wow, you really are that stupid, aren't you? You know, and again, people have been saying this for years. Jesus Christ is coming back for a second coming. What is he, in a porno? Just kidding. What? Oh, come on, Christians get offended by that, but look how much sexual shit's in the Bible. I'm just saying. But if he is coming back, people like the Westboro Baptist Church are first, you know, and then maybe Rush Limbaugh after that. Oh, I cannot stand Rush Limbaugh. I tell you what. Don't even get me started on that fat Republican piece of shit. This is how I discovered his talk show. I was in Job Corps at the time, and I had a medical doctor's appointment in town, so the driver that drove me to town was listening to Rush Limbaugh, and I'd heard the name and didn't really know him too well, just heard the name, and then I sat through one session, and that's all I could take. I look at my iPod, it's like half alive, half dead. I'm like, I want to listen to Cradle of Filth right now, but I run out of battery space. I didn't think I charged it the night before. I was just on the ride home, like, I'm not listening to this crap. Earbuds in, fuck it. Listen to Cradle of Filth and just ignore the annoying noise in the radio. Well, what's so bad about Rush Limbaugh? Let's start off with saying that he's blamed Robin Williams' suicide on the left-wing Hollywood. That's just the tip of the iceberg. And then when people call him out as bullshit, he said, I never said that. Yeah, you did, and we have proof of it. It's on your voice. You just... And then, of course, Taylor Palin gets pissed off at him for using the word retard. I'm like, who the fuck are you to talk? He used your son Trink to get sympathy votes. Oh, this is my son Trink, don't you know? He's got Down syndrome. We live up in Alaska, don't you know? Yeah, I don't even want to hear it. Oh, that's mean, isn't it? But that's the truth. And some people don't like hearing the truth. So anyway, this is what I heard. He had a viewer call into his show to tell him how right he was, just basically kissing his fat Republican ass. He goes, yeah, man, I listen to your show, you know, and I told all my friends what you say. They think I'm so right. Dude, you're so right. Instead of saying, I don't know, thank you for the support, it means a lot, he just says, I know. But okay, now when it comes to gun rights, I'm very Republican on my gun rights. When it comes to things like marijuana, I'm more Democrat on that. You know, just putting that out there. And the funny thing is, too, is even Rush Limbaugh made it a trying pot. Okay, at least he had the decency to at least try it, see what all the fuss was about, you know. He didn't just openly badmouth it. Fuck. And, you know, speak, so... because, here's the thing. You can troll trolls, but it won't stop trolling. You can ignore the trolls, but it won't stop trolling, you know. People say, the bullying in our country's gotten better. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Teens committing suicide and teens pulling mass shootings at their own schools. Yeah, the bullying problem's gotten a lot better. I totally agree. Sarcasm aside. And look, high school, the worst 4 years of your life. Get through it and get out of there. And don't sweat the small shit. Someone called you a faggot or said you had 4 eyes or called you a retard, you know? It's like, who the fuck are you, dude? You know, you don't even know my story, and you want to say shit like that, but, you know. And there's been a couple of times I've actually had to make it stop, you know. I got bullied to the point where, okay, I said enough's enough. I stood up for myself. Did it involve a gun? No, it involved my fists. And the worst case scenario is I got suspended for fighting on school grounds because they have a zero tolerance policy for violence. Like, yeah, you also have a zero tolerance policy for harassment, but, you know, again, it's one of those, it's life, deal with it, you know. Now, you look at the outcomes of these shootings, and 9 times out of 10, they get arrested, go to jail the rest of their life for committing murder, or they end up killing themselves, or the cop ends up killing them, okay? And you got your whole life ahead of you. It's just 4 years, man. You know, before you know it, it's gone. I've been out of high school for 4 years, ironically enough, so... Some parts of it I do miss, yeah, you know. There's some parts of it I don't, but, you know. I also bought a carton of Winston's. It's the wonderful world of Winston cigarettes. Well, how about that? They got a cigarette named after my poltergeist. That's great. I'm not the only one who can sense Winston's presence. I've had people who come over for a visit say, I can sense something's here, but I can't really see it. I'm like, yeah. And that's the thing about, spirits and what have you. I'm very sensitive to the spirit world. So, of course, fucking with the Ouija board probably doesn't help either, but I'm just that kind of crazy. Some people be like, oh, I wouldn't fuck with Ouija boards. Those things are dangerous. I'm like, yeah. You take that risk, though, because that's the fun of life. It's life, a little bit of fun, huh? Without, I should say. Some of the stories I've heard surrounding Ouija boards, though, that all depends on the setting you're living in, and of course, all that other shit, There's been stories where people try to burn the Ouija board and it doesn't work. They try cutting it up and throwing it away, yet it ends up back together right where it started from, So, I'm skeptical, but I will say this. Every time I bring the Ouija board out, the activity around the apartment seems to increase ever so slightly, okay? So, there's a possibility, that's why I'm doing the research on it, just to see for myself. You have to be of a pretty sound mind and state if you're going to be fucking with Ouija boards, because if the rumors are true, then these things are dangerous. Then you shouldn't fuck with them. Oh, yeah, exactly. But, yeah. Rather than trying to force the ghost out of my apartment, I'd say you're welcome to stay as long as you like. And that being said, because I'm not trying to fight it, the activity doesn't happen nearly as often, and generally the spirit's more welcome of me than anything, You get some spirits that are more malevolent, however, and you try to force them out. That's when they put up a fight and start doing all kinds of crazy shit, Versus one day I'm just sitting here and all of a sudden I see my dummy Sean just fall off the shelf. I'm like, whoa, minor shit like that. Most people be like, I bet, okay, that's odd. Now let's take a look into consideration. If it was gravity that made the shiny fall over, it would have fallen over the minute I started the video, but it didn't fall over until halfway through the video. I should not have deleted it, but I did. Shit happens, right? It's my YouTube account anyway, so. Although some people do get on me on the comments, we're like, you're only hurting your fame by deleting your videos. Oh, so you mean yeah. See, if I wasn't famous on YouTube, people wouldn't be trying to prank call me and leaving inappropriate and sexually suggestive comments, If I wanted to, I could report them to YouTube for sexual harassment, but I'm not going to waste YouTube's time with that, man. I'm just going to move on with my life, Bigger shit to deal with, Okay, so you get bullied at school. It sucks, right? But one word, ISIS. I'm not talking about Archer either. Again, bigger shit to deal with. You gotta put your life into perspective. And that helps you. You get bullied at school. It sucks, but at least you're not getting bombed. So. And I hate using that as an example. I really do hate using that as an example, but that's honesty right there. You're short a couple bucks for a pack of cigarettes. Dude, bigger shit to worry about, So you get some rolling papers and some tobacco and you roll them for a couple weeks, But there's times I feel like I'm wasting my breath here, like sitting here babbling on about nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. It is what it is, though. God damn, it's a tasty cigarette. Supposedly the Winstons have no additives added to them. That is their claim. Although anyone could say that and say they don't when they do, but twice as much. Hard to say, but it's still a good cigarette. And fairly expensive too, but you know. I generally just buy a carton and try to make that last 2 weeks. Usually go through a pack in about 2 days, but burning through this first one rather quickly. So I know that there may be some fans of mine out there, or some people who stumble across my video and they become a fan. They're still in high school, and this is the thing I don't understand about high school students bullying each other. Sincerely, looking back on it, it's the same shit. Puberty, peer pressure, trying to get good grades, trying to make something of yourself, trying to find out who you are as a person. Generally, when you sum it all up, pretty much every high school student is going through some degree of that, So, to me, it just, they're from the goth clique and you're from the jock clique. You'll have to hang out like each other, but holy shit, dude, at least be civil to one another, I mean, and this is the sucky part of it too. You can go to college and think that, everyone's past this high school drama and bullshit, and then occasionally you get these college students who still have that high school mentality, and it's just like, somebody didn't make it past their senior year, huh? And the important thing, YouTube, like I said, is not to let the stupid people get to you. Rather, let them entertain your life instead of getting angry at them. Think of it as an entertainment source. And I tell you what, Sarah Palin's the biggest entertainment source we've seen in a while. Oh yeah, she is something else, man. Well, anyways, this is KingCobraJFS with a new video, and thanks for watching, and see you all later.